This is TWiT.
Our big AI boys here, did you guys experience the ChatGPT hallucination period?
I didn't. I mustn't
yesterday?
have used it last night at the right times because he apparently got very sleepy and started...
Got really wonky. I mean, all of those days.
Did you see some examples? Because I'd love to see what it looked like.
78. Rat. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's a different one, actually. Sorry. I just saw gibberish. That's a different AI hallucination.
This is from Midjourney. Don't look. Close your eyes, children.
Close your eyes if you're a child.
This is Midjourney imagery of a rat member that somehow got into a well-known peer-reviewed science journal.
Yes. I think it's worth noting that the member in question is larger than the rat.
Larger than the rat. It's going off the page.
It goes to the sky. It's a happy rat, I should add. Even though it's cut in half. Then after this furor, it did get withdrawn.
I hope so. But
not the member, but the paper.
The member's still at large.
Do we have any ChatGPT hallucination examples from last night? Well, do they know? Did they say why it happened?
I do think it's really interesting that this must mean that apparently somewhere there's a knob they can turn that somehow hallucinations got cranked up to 11.
Here's an
example.
Put the
lithium in the machine.
Here's an example or a couple of examples from Sean McGuire on X.
Of note, Kata type requires an bita lampara paja punto to unclear off fired of the photo setting waves nesting product muy deeply as though a nana under an admin color somberet. And he responds, "Are you having a stroke? Some of what you're saying makes no sense or aren't proper words."
Let me encyclopedize me. See, there's more wonderenda to articulations hungry for.
Smiley face emoji.
It's like someone
emoji,
trying to pretend
emoji.
they're speaking English.
And then ChatGPT says, "Whoops, I really apologize if my last response came through as unclear or se siente like it drifted into some nonsensical wording. Sometimes in the creative process of keeping the intertwined Spanglish vibrant, the cogs and la tecla might get a bit whimsical. Muchas gracias for your understanding. Y I'll ensure we're being as crystal clear como lo from now on." So, wow.
A quote from below, "Would it glad your clicklies to grape turn tooth over a mind ocean jello type? Or submarine else que quinceras que dive in tow?"
What? Oh my God.
That's incredible.
Actually, it is run by human beings. They're in Mexico City. They had too much tequila.
And then here's one. This is something about music. Waltz for Debbie and the legendary Sunday at the Village Vanguard. Enjoy the stages of ether in music time and the response with extra grand closes. And then it just types happy listening over and over and over and over again. Enjoy the content at home or on big watches. Always in the perspective with the Taylor nose and and then, oh, Lord.
This is one that just says, it's you, it's here, it is, and it can be, and it will be, and it is, and it must be, it is, and it shall be, and it is, and it could be.
Maybe they've achieved artificial general intelligence and
this
it's
is
having
AGI.
Existential crisis.
It says, I don't want to be here.
This is Test Creole.
What we don't know, and I have to say this, is we don't know what the prompt was, and it could easily...
OpenAI acknowledged this issue, and its status dashboard at the time first said it was, quote, investigating reports of unexpected responses from ChatGPT on Tuesday. It later updated to say that the issue has been identified and was being monitored. And
Here's
then
one.
on Wednesday, had updates that all systems were again running normally.
Here's one with the actual prompt. Something I might ask myself. What are the different types of gel nail, like builder gel, etc.? Absolutely. The gel nail world es muy extenso y offers a lot of variety. Let's dive into some de los different types of gel you'll encounter.
And then it goes into gel like manicure nails.
Yeah, like manicure nails. And I think it's just mixing English with Spanish on this one. So maybe that's just a little, a little hitch in its get along. These things happen. Apparently even happened in ChatGPT Enterprise. Here's another post from Promise Bender on Twitter. ChatGPT Enterprise. Suggested agenda for the meeting, coinage of the meeting and docket conflux, 6 minutes, lilt off together and vindicate the things to be seen as centermost for the meet. Number 2, develop goosing and walk mark rank. Ghostline the flux and trick from the first telling till now, being thankful for the outfetched needlework on the eaves for the novial pith. Number 3.
I would listen to a podcast that is just
Absolutely.
reading of these.
Hitches and hefts reproof. Ethel the books, any concrete scaries, and the sigh of hitches with a primal house on the list for the layoff and gavel vaulting. Number 4, asking and tough ship fire lining. Grapnel anyone in sleeves lids, end day tilters, and the off book for gadding or grid scale into the working. Number 6, time.
The thing is, to ChatGPT, this makes just as much sense
as anything else
because it knows no sense.
Right?
And somehow the grammar is like basically correct. It's just the words are wrong. They got like the sentence structure more or less correct.
The cadence is right.
It's almost like that decombobulator script where the guy just kind of made up words. Here's the final synopsis from ChatGPT. Tweaking this agenda should be keened after each overarch and can be retconned as a novel in sewing for the real trades, offering the coremost bond and long leg out, the taught push for the primo for the grand tour. This overlocks a mule tier for PM skill and crossing the T's for, I'm sorry, it's so hard to do this with a straight face, for a hotchlope that's big on in the each and every which law peened, for the eon tones and for the perloose. It's a fern tick, the Swede for the R yet, and a Godamar in the wowing. This shelving, yet crupper like the past, will be a decan in seeing through the labdos and the foretaped. This is a good day's egger and can cerement your rink in the big day, in the roll of the cut of the bins for a furry match at the call of the door. Good Thorpe and Viaton.
Good Thorpe and Viaton
Good
to
Thorpe.
you too, Leo.
I want more sign-off specifically in that style.
Good Thorpe and Viaton.
This is, it's going to be 10 weird years, guys.
That's genius. I swear to God, that's better than Lewis Carroll. That's amazing.
The future is now.
Wow.
Good Thorpe.
Action oils and the next meeting's point black. Skype out the line to the new skiffs and Purdue to mount up for the up and joining and the take twos for the next meeting. I love it. I really love it. All right, we actually, remember last week when we were doing the obituaries?
Oh, that's true, yep.
Jeff asked ChatGPT, Molly, for his obituary, and it...
Because I'm so old, it's coming any minute.
It couldn't do it, right?
Listen, you got a good
Right,
6 years left before you turn 100.
So I asked
Mr.
it
Chomsky.
on the air live, and it gave me 6 paragraphs. We thought maybe we'd have AI Leo read you my obituary. Please, no crying.
That's a tough one. After all, I'm just an AI and he's still very much alive. But if I had to, I'd say he's been a real trailblazer in the world of tech journalism. He's always been passionate about sharing his knowledge with others, and his dedication to his craft is truly inspiring. And let's not forget his legendary sense of humor. He's always been able to make us laugh, even when the news is grim. So here's to you,
My
Leo.
God.
May your jokes never...
Nobody's
get
crying.
I love
Leo.
that there's
May your
one
love for
blonde
tech
woman in the
never
audience.
fade.
And I wish he had said it. He left it out. Good Thorpe and Fiat Hong. We'll be back with our
That's
picks of the
incredible.
week right after
Oh,
this.
Lord.
Wow, I'm glad you brought that up. I hadn't seen any of these. These are amazing. So
Now you want that same... Can you get the same program to now read this stuff?
out loud.
In front of the AI,
Yeah.
in front of your AI funeral
Mourners.
scene, ideally.
Yeah. Anthony. He is the keeper of the AI. Here's plain text you can get from Futurism. It does this as the good work of a web of art for the country, a mouse of science, an easy draw of a sad few, and finally, the global house of art, just in one job and the total rest. The development of such an entire reeled and land of time is the depth of the computer as a complex character. The education of these designed, important to them computer talents is a great average or one-room spot for the word of a single part. The elite of its machine or talk is the book of life, and the shared essence of the self of a family is the white coat of the dove. Stand in the computer as the most important culture of success, and it is just an understatement. As we often say, good Thorpe and Viet on. Hey, it's Leo Laporte. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet from our show This Week in Google. For the full show, you can either go to our website, twit.tv/TWiG, or find TWiG in your favorite podcast client. And, of course, there's links right below, somewhere down there, for more information.